the grandmom of our clan, and I asked through her family if Catherine would like to say a few words to this crew, and I asked her earlier again. Everybody said yes, she would, but however, she did. She maybe declined on that part of it. But do you have anything off the cuff, Catherine, that you would like to say to this group? That would be a yes or no.
Yes. Well, I think this is wonderful to have a group like this, and I, for one, just wait every 2 years or whatever we decide on to come and see everybody. Right now, there's quite a few that I have to say, now who are you, because I don't know them anymore, but I don't know.
We had kind of a reunion at your 100th birthday party. For those people that are probably 10 or 12 years of age or younger, or even 14 or 15, I would recommend that you take a minute and get to know this young lady who is 100 years old. But, you know, and Catherine, hey, let's hear it for her. Now, Aunt Catherine, Uncle Kenneth is not around right now, or our midst. However, do you remember the first time that he kind of snatched a kiss?
Oh, yes.
Is it something that you can tell us in front of children?
No. It isn't that I snatched a kiss, but we live down at Holland, Minnesota, but my dad was moving up to Pine River. And at the same time, there's friends of mine were up at Pine River, and they liked it up there real well. So then they brought one of their friends back with them. And at the same time, here friends and friends all seem to know each other. So they said, we want to bring our friend over to have you meet them, because they're from the country where you're going, and maybe you'd like to meet them. Oh, sure. So they bring my husband. They brought him over to introduce him, and so here he had been up at Pine River, just exactly where we were moving. So we got to know them right away.
So was it love at first sight?
Yeah. No, it just kind of went on, and I was anxious to meet him because we didn't know anybody up there, you know. So we were glad to get acquainted with someone.
You moved to Pine River area in what year?
Oh God, I don't even remember what year it was.
Been in the 30s? Yeah.
It would have been about 16. I was 16.
Uncle Gordy.
Now, we've all been itching to know, of all your children, when they were small, who was the worst?
Uncle
We already know. I know. Share.
Well, I'll tell you, I didn't have any worse. Good old mom.
I take this thing as rigged, don't you know?
Well, that's what he told me to say.
So, what was the first car that you remember owning? Or your folks?
My folks, a Model T Ford, you know, with only one door in the front, and
How Marilyn wants to know how you got all the kids into one Model T.
We'd get in there because we thought that was great. And my dad was one of these that he kind of liked to have the sharpest things in the neighborhood. And so, of course, on Sunday for a treat, we got loaded in this Model T Ford and had a ride.
Some on the bumper.
We had the
Rumble seat, maybe?
on the side, you strapped them on. What was it? Huh?
Running board?
Yeah, on the running board.
So then, after you and Kenneth got married in what year?
36.
36. Did he own a car at that time?
Yes.
What was that?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't even know.
28 Chev. Yeah, all right. Okay, anybody else have a question for Aunt Catherine?
How you got involved with Peterson, babysitting for Clarence, got to know the rest.
So you might want to talk about how you got involved with the Petersons, babysitting for Clarence and all the rest of them.
Oh, yeah, well, I just worked at any little job I could. And I did a lot of housework and for the neighbors around there. And then I don't know if any of you knew Clarence Petersons, but they lived there on the corner and they took care of a little store. So then, well, if I was available, they'd have me stay at their house and take care of the Burton and the little ones and do their cooking and whatever, what have you. And so I had to take care of that. And
You learned how to work hard, though, at an early age, didn't you?
well, I just had to do, and back in those days, you didn't think about a little work like that. But I did whatever there was to be done. They had a milk route. They'd go around to the resorts and peddle their whatever they happened to have. And then I stayed in the house and took care of Burton and the rest of them and did the cooking and the house cleaning and well, you don't think anything of it.
So the house where your parents lived, if we think about the old schoolhouse and Harker's store, where were you from there?
You know where the old grade was?
I do now.
Well, we lived right by that.
Yes, you did, you and Dad, but when you folks came up from Holland, you lived on the Baker place.
Yeah.
If everybody here knows who that is, your dad and mom and so on.
So then you and Kenneth were married where?
Where, you mean where?
Yes, and what? Were you married in Swanberg?
Yes, and we were married in, I don't think you guys knew Alice and Jim Coppice. Well, we were married down there in their cabin by the lake.
Bruce is interfering. Then you and Kenneth, you moved up back to Swanberg, did you not? That would have been in 1936 or 7?
6.
When did they all live down at the Crowing Farm?
When did they live at the Crow-Wing farm?
Oh, 41, but I did the housework down there and to keep the milk route.
Could you do me a favor?
The milk
Give me a chair.
route. What do you call it? Keep it clean anyway, and the bottles washed and stuff.
So, was Kenneth in World War II? No. Okay.
Thank you.
So what did Kenneth do for work in World War II?
you know?
Oh, he was an Owen back then. He was a machinist at Owen. All right. I gotta pass this thing over to Gordy, but
Yeah, because I don't remember just what it, you know. Yeah, he worked at D.W. Onens for many, many years.
Dean's got a question for you.
Captain, tell us about working in Pine River and who you used to ride back and forth with.
Well, I worked for the telephone company in Pine River, but then my neighbor happened to be a machinist at a machine shop in Pine River, and he went in there to work every day. So I thought, oh, well, I'm going to just, his name was Bill Targeson, and I thought, oh, I guess I'll take that job and then I'll see if I can ride with Bill. So I did. Bill said, sure, he went right by our house. So he picked me up and took me to work, but I wouldn't go home. I'd stay there overnight because I had and they had the telephone office in there, and I helped them with that, plus the day work there that was to be done. And, well.
Good old days.
It seems like back then, no matter what there was to do, well, you just went ahead and did it, and you didn't think about, the work it was. It has to be done, I'll do it. So.
Yes, Marilyn.
Leslie asked me what I knew about when Grandma Houston was married to Claude Mitchell. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that. And I was working for Gansky's, and I was working right across the road from there.
Was she married to him when she died?
No,
That did not last long? Is that what you're saying?
I just don't remember how long.
I couldn't.
But she wasn't married then to him.
You know,
Was Claude Mitchell married to Mary Mitchell after that then?
Yeah, yeah. He was married to kind of a nice old chubby woman.
That must have been Mary Mitchell.
Huh?
Mary Mitchell. You remember Claude and Mary?
Yeah, that's who it was.
you notice this lady at 100 years old, for you youngsters, and even for the oldsters that don't know some of the family history, I suggest that we get on the phone or sit down one-on-one with this lady every once in a while and kind of pick her brain, because she's got so much to offer. And Aunt Catherine, we are so proud of you, and we all love you, and thank you for sharing some stories with us. I think it's probably time for, we sang a nice table prayer. Do we still remember how to sing Happy Birthday in four-part harmony? Or one part? Keith
We're
has a
15.
birthday on Wednesday, right? Keith, what, that'll be 39?
Yeah, a couple times over.
Okay. 81?
Yep.
81. Hey, let's sing.
Wow.
Let's hear it for Keith.
Yay, Keith.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear